There's so many mobile game ads that smack me right across the face damn near every time I open TikTok, but this one right here just kept catching my attention. And that's for a few reasons of course, but check out a few of these ads.
Cause I started with Dio in this anime gender flip game. You gotta train Dio first. She has insane starter invasion, easily dodging enemy attacks to protect herself. Also her AoE hypnosis skill makes her perfect for any team.
Sure, I'm arrogant, but it's the pride of a Veganoid.
I won't doubt a woman's tears, even against a million critics.
Ninja rule number 25. No crying allowed.
I won't hesitate to take someone's freedom if they try to take mine.
I have a lot of questions and there's only one way to get a good answer. So today let's download this copyright lawsuit waiting to happen and talk about it for a sec. From the very start, it seems like things won't be too bad because of this pink-haired fairy thing. Just by looking at her, I can't imagine that she's from an anime, so that's good, right? But only 2 seconds later, she makes you choose between these 3 series. And at that moment, I knew this was gonna be something special. So I chose the pirate path and I got a tutorial filled with not Luffy, not Zoro, and well, technically that's kinda just regular law, ain't it? Like, female law is canon, right? Anyway, they take us through all the usual gacha garbage that you would expect to see here. The main gameplay is just an auto battler where you line up your team, build them, and then they handle the rest. Other than that, there's a million other modes and mini games that were copy and pasted from literally any other gacha game that you can imagine. If you thought they wouldn't make you sit through 2 hours of tutorials walking you through it all, then you'd be dead wrong. You gotta hop on the roulettes for some gambling, then enter the arena to fight some random kids' teams. And don't forget to check out the daily login bonuses where you get 50 different types of in-game currency. And obviously check out the summon page where you can pull for new characters. Or pieces of characters. Every 10 pull I did got me 1 full character and then these cards you can use to summon other characters later on. And it does kinda suck because the one thing I wanted to do the most for this video has to do with these summons. Luckily they have this compendium of all the characters that you can pull for. Because if there's one thing that everyone downloaded this for, it's to see what goofy ass gender bends they came up with. And the ads already show you a ton of them like Deku, Naruto, Ichigo, Goku, Kaneki, Denji, and Vegeta. And some of these are pretty interesting, but there's a few that had me really scratching my head. Like Alucard is here, but every time I see her, I keep thinking it's Dante from Devil May Cry. Also, Light Yagami is here, and you know what? I'm not mad at it. I can see her scamming dudes out of their full government names a lot easier than the real Light. All she has to do is set up an Instagram page and she'll wipe out half the world's crime by next week. Then we have Jotaro, and the voice lines for her and some of the others are legit true to who they are.
Yes, approaching you. I can't beat the crap out of you without getting closer.
Then you look at her alternate outfit and damn. She must have learned all that from her trip to Egypt. And I won't say too much in case YouTube wouldn't like it, but some of these gender bends do feel a bit weird. Like Boruto, Alphonse, Killua, and Shinji. It's something about these younger characters looking like this that feels wrong. It's not as bad as some other fan art that people draw, but it's still a little uncomfortable. Now, I do like the way they use the Eva for Shinji, but again, it's odd seeing him gender bent in some booty shorts. And as much as this gender bend thing is a total gimmick, I gotta say they put a decent amount of work in for this. Everyone has a full in-game model, plus animations and voiceovers that legit match up with each character.
I will be the world's greatest swordsman.
In a very messed up sense, despite this being a greedy gooner gacha game, it's a better crossover than Jump Force.
What the fuck did you just say to me, little motherfucker?
I mean, yeah, the gameplay is buns and they try to make you spend money every 2 minutes. But where else can you play as L, Kaneki, Yuji, Edward, and Zenitsu all in the same place? And we can all joke about how ridiculous that sounds, but I'm still waiting on a crossover game that doesn't die after the first couple months. We can't talk about Enigma without wondering when those lawsuits are going to start rolling in. For some of these models, I can see them getting away with things. Not every character is a complete ripoff in every single way. Some characters like Gintoki could totally get away looking like a woman wearing an outfit that just references the series. Kinda like Marvel Rivals having a Penny Parker skin that's clearly a reference to Evangelion. The comics are even filled with references to it without looking like a total ripoff. And yeah, Enigma didn't have to do all this to make the reference, but you can still tell who this is at a glance. Then you look at this game's version of Itachi, and that's clearly the Akatsuki cloud pattern. I don't know if they can get sued for that one though, since it's officially a certified hood classic. Everyone and their mama is selling something that has the Akatsuki cloud pattern on it at this point. You look at Ichigo, and that sword hilt isn't exactly the same as the original, but it's highly sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. We'll just say this Ichigo is from Tokyo Revengers, or that she's a big fan of Elon Musk. They didn't give Tanjiro a big box for the backpack, but she still has a bootleg Nezuko plush on her hip. I do fuck with the Denji design, but they couldn't try a little harder to change Pochita? Because he looks more like a Wobbuffet with a chainsaw on his head now. And Dio literally looks like any woman cosplaying as Dio. And they didn't even try that hard to change the design of the world. But most importantly, nigga, is that Genji from Overwatch? So it looks like they didn't just rip off popular anime series and they dipped into gaming characters now too. And hey, maybe I'm wrong and this is totally a different person, but come on, that has to be Genji. Oh, and they obviously have Joker from Persona 5, because he has to be in every game known to man before Persona 6 even gets mentioned by Atlus. There's a few characters I couldn't point out where they came from though, so if you want to tell me who these are in the comments, I'd appreciate it. I feel like this one is supposed to be Rimuru or Shizu from Reincarnated as a Slime, but I don't know. All I can say is you won't catch me playing Enigma of Sepia at all after this video drops, but it was a fun time checking it out. I could care less about the gameplay, but the designs have to be the highlight of everything here. From the weird to the creepy and even some decent upgrades, you gotta admit that this is 100% a Gooner game. But you know what? I could see some talented cosplayers seeing some of these and taking the chance to replicate them sometime soon. You guys can do with that info whatever you will. Tell me in the comments if you would ever download Enigma of Sepia or if you've already tried it yourself. Subscribe for more videos that might be like this one, and I'll see you all next time.